Hi, welcome to How to Inn Style. I'm Therese. Today, I'd like to show you how to create a new user and a new user role, because you might not want your housekeeper having the same access to your install system as the owner or a manager. We can do that quickly and easily here in Install. Go ahead, log into your Install account as the owner. That's the main account, the first one you were provided when you joined Install. Once you're in the top right, under Owner, click on the email address and click Users. This will list all of the users that have access to your system. I've never added another one, so it's just mine and I'm the owner. But before we create a new user, we need to make sure we have the correct role set up for them. To do that, click on View Roles, and we can see there's some default ones that Install provides. I'm the owner and there's one user, which is me. There's manager, front desk and agent users. Now, if you were creating a user that was a manager or maybe a front desk user, it's great to go ahead and use these predetermined roles. But I need to create a housekeeping role. There isn't one at the moment, so I'll click Add New Role. Call it Housekeeping and select the authority level. I'm just going to select Restricted and click Create Role. Click Close. We can see over to the right is that new role that we just created called Housekeeping. You'll notice that there's a bunch of red circles underneath. If we look on the left, here is the function in Install, and the red means that user role doesn't have access and the green means they do. We've just created a restricted user role. That means there's no default access. This is for housekeeping. The only thing I'd like my housekeeper to have access to is the housekeeping dashboard here. So I'll go across and I'll select the housekeeping dashboard. That's green. That means they have access. If there's a role that has red, that means that role doesn't have access to that feature, and green means they do. You can click around and change access levels if you wish. A great rule of thumb is to only give the access to the user that they need to do their job and no more. That's the best way to keep your Install account secure and to not give functionality to users who don't need it. So now we've added the housekeeping role and I've made sure that I've selected the housekeeping dashboard function. We can scroll back up, go to Manage Users here on the left. I'm the only user, but let's go ahead and add a new housekeeping user. I'll click Add New User. We need to enter their email, so they'll get an email after we've done this, so they can go ahead and gain access to the Install system. They'll enter their name and their role. They are a housekeeper, so they need the housekeeping role that we've just created. Click Save User and click Close. Now you can see we've created a new user. We've assigned them the housekeeping role, which only has access to the housekeeping dashboard. That's all they need. If we needed to remove this user, we could click the red X here, or if we needed to change their details, we could click the pencil here. And just to double check their role, if we click View Roles, we can see all of the roles we have created and the access. Here's the housekeeper with only the housekeeping dashboard selected. Back to Manage Users. There they are. Thank you for watching.